If you're a Nigerian and you are thinking of joining the Nigerian military or any of the armed forces in Nigeria, this video is for you. If you have any relative that is thinking about joining the Nigerian military or maybe any of the armed forces or whatsoever, show this person this video. Maybe you have to watch it properly and think twice before you go into that force. There is this story about a particular Navy officer, a seaman, that was humiliated, was locked for almost 6 years. You know the reason? Illegally locked 6 years, allegedly, just because he disobeyed a particular order of one of his superior. You can use the link on my bio to watch the full video on YouTube. Now, if you're already on YouTube, this particular guy in question that was locked is Seaman Abbas Haruna. This particular guy, on this fateful day, he went to pray and all the soldiers were already gathered. Now, this particular Brigadier General MS Adamu came and counted the soldiers and realized that these soldiers in this particular battalion, they are not complete. This one person is missing. And this particular seaman, Abbas Haruna, he's a Navy officer. He now came and the other general now said, where have you been? Where all your colleagues are here. The seaman now said, I went to pray. That is why. Now, do you know what the Brigadier General MS Adamu did? Allegedly. He now said, okay, since you've disappointed me, you've disrespected me. I asked you guys to stay here, but you left here and went and prayed. He now asked other soldiers to collect the weapon of this particular seaman, Abbas Haruna. And you know, from what we heard, from what the wife said, that the guy is very huge. In the process of trying to collect the weapon from this Abbas Haruna, the guy refused because he's very giant, and I mean, with the struggle and all that, the weapon was facing up and they released fire up. Before you could know it, the seaman Abbas Haruna fell on the ground with blood all over. So it was alleged that one of the naval officer hit the Abbas Haruna on the back of his head. That was why he fell and he was bleeding. Now, because of that singular incident, this particular general, MS Adamu, has vowed that this person has disrespected him. In fact, he is trying to assassinate him. So he must pay for this. That is how he was locked in a guard room, taken from different states to the another state, torture him to the extent that this guy ran mad. I think that was like the 4th year or the 5th year. This guy almost ran mad in detention. All these things, the government did not even know about it. Even though they know, they just kept quiet. All these things were happening. Nobody could say anything. It got to a time where they even brought him to Abuja, and I think he was getting better also. Somebody now went and did some small amebo that, oh, this guy, we saw him, he's walking right now, blah, blah, blah. The other guy over there, I think in Taraba, so he was like, why will you release him on my blah, 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 blah? Why will you release him without even letting me know? You're not supposed to release him. He's supposed to be locked and forgotten. That was when they now visited the case again and locked him up and tried. See, in fact, based on the story that we hear from the wife of this particular man, Seaman Abbas Haruna, it was alleged that this particular, what's it called, Brigadier General MS Adamu, just want to make sure he frustrates him till he dies. Now, with all this story, are you telling me that you still want to join the military? See, by the way, I want to give a special shout out to Ordinary Ahmed Issa from Berekete program in Human Rights Radio, located in Abuja. Those are the people that broke this story that the whole world is aware of it right now. These are the things that I've been talking about. See, Nigerian military, if you know what these guys passed through just to protect this country and take care of, you know, the sovereignty of this country, if you know what they passed through, sometimes when I see them on the road, it is raining and they'll be in this pickup and hillocks, they'll just be driving and just be because they are guiding one particular person. These people suffer a lot. Imagine in this economy, somebody is being paid 50,000 naira, less than $50 in a month. And this person is carrying a rifle over 500,000 naira. I've said it times without number, any military personnel, any force person, the least among them should take home at least 300,000 or 500,000. I've been saying this right from time because what these people pass through, some of us will never even want to go and do that particular training or pass through those things. So if you have any brother, any sister that wants to go into the military, let me tell you, advise that person properly because there are situations whereby the government might forget you. Anyway, the minister for state, is it Matawale or wasn't he intervened after they heard it on Berekete Family Program on Human Rights Radio. He said they're going to start a full-blown investigation for the allegation that has been made upon the, what's it called, MS Adamu or whatsoever. When I heard that story, I was just laughing because, well, I know how Nigerian government is. This issue, you might not even hear about this issue again. After 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, they'll forget about it, and that guy might still suffer. And that woman, her life might still be in danger because she brought all those things to the public for everybody to know. So they should protect that woman, the wife, actually, because that woman has been through a lot. You can see her. She has been through a lot because of that man. Her family disowned her. Even the family of the husband also are tormenting her, thinking that she's chopping the money of the guy. Meanwhile, nothing. So you see, if you want to join the Nigerian military or Nigeria, anything that has to do with the government, you have to think twice. Because these people do not really care about you. That is just, Nigerian government do not care about you. Let me tell you, they don't really care. They are using you people as slaves, whether you like it or not. If a private soldier can take 50,000 naira, I don't know if they've increased it now, can take 50,000 naira home every month, do you think that particular government like you? They don't like you. They want to use you as slave. So once again, I want to give a big shout out to Ordinary President Ahmed Issa from Berekete Family Program, Human Rights Radio in Abuja. These are the people that brought this thing to light. And there must be justice, and this guy must be compensated because I don't know any law in the military that says that you should torment and lock people for up to 6 years. This guy did not make any attempts to touch the president or to assassinate the president or to do anything to the president or to go against his country, to support another country against him or whatsoever. No, he didn't do that. Just because he was not present in a gathering where he was supposed to be with other soldiers. And this man has sworn that he will deal with him. Look at the man here. I heard this is a picture. And this man has sworn to deal with him. Nigerian government no send your papa. In anything you're doing, use your sense. They don't care about you. That is why when we're talking about the hardship of the country, these people are still building houses. They are still approving funds that will eventually go back to their pockets. They increase money like a minimum wage of what's it called? 70,000 naira. How much is bag of rice? Minimum wage is supposed to be 200,000 naira or 300,000 naira based on the economy. If you feel the money is too much, as a senator, make sure your salary is down to 100,000 naira. Then let all those your allowances be 200 naira or 20,000. Then we know what we're talking about. But apart from that, if you want to go and work for the government, you need to think twice because these people, at the end of the day, they will mess you up. And I hope this will sink into your head.